Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I've got some big news to share with you guys. We're going to talk about what's going on with the bull run. Are we done? Is it over? Where are we at, right? I'm going to point you to the macro level charts, show you the data and the trends, and we're going to talk about what's happening here. In addition, we got some big updates across the board. The Louisiana state is endorsing Bitcoin. We got Bitfarms is joining the Foundry services with their Bitcoin mining pool. Gemini, the crypto exchange, is now accepting multiple payment formats to buy Bitcoin. And we got some big SEC Bitcoin ETF news. We're going to break it all down. Before we do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, friendly reminder, I have a free weekly newsletter, and there will be a new newsletter going out tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it. Be sure to sign up. Once again, it's free. And the market, not much happening. Red across the board, but that's okay. Market cycles. Bitcoin, of course, bringing the entire market down like it always does, but when it pumps up, the market follows, right? This is what the data and trends has shown us. So what's happening here? Are we done? Some people are calling the end of the bull market, that we're heading into a bear market. But when you look at the macro level charts, which I've been sharing with you guys for years now, such as the stock to flow model, we are just getting started, my friends. There's still a next leg up here that is going to take us to new all-time highs. Here, Plan B tweeted the following. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Bitcoin has gone up 6 months in a row. Until this month, this looks like the midway dip that we also saw in 2013 and 2017. So historical patterns have showed us with the Bitcoin 4-year halving cycles that you had these run-ups and sharp corrections, but that does not mean that the bull market is over, right? If you follow the timeline here. And here you'll see the stock to flow model is still on track. These little dips are not even showing up, as they're like tiny little blips on the chart here. So don't panic. Obviously, I'm looking to take profits on the way up, and I've been doing that. And I am waiting for $100,000 Bitcoin price. Is that a certainty or a guarantee? No, but it is a high probability given the macroeconomic factors, all the institutional money that's coming in. And once again, that scarcity aspect, which is stock to flow model, predicts or prices out where you have limited supply to having cuts the supply of Bitcoin in half, and then you have record-breaking demand, and we're seeing the factors that are catalysts for that demand, such as inflation, this emerging asset class, which offers better on and off ramps, and the ability to go full digital, which is where we're headed, right? The token economy. So big things happening here. The price obviously is cooling down. That's okay. You got to be patient. You got to hodl through. Those of us who've been here in the brutal bear market, we've seen this, been there, done that. I know a lot of the new people, though, are going to be very nervous, like what's happening? But this is not new, guys. I mean, if you just zoom out, you'll see major corrections back in January, then back in February, then March. These things happen. So Bitcoin will build support levels, move sideways a little bit, then we'll break out to the upwards, and I think we'll go to new all-time highs. I think the next target is 75,000, and of course, like I said, I'm waiting for $100,000 Bitcoin price. Now, speaking of the adoption, which I just referenced, governing body of Louisiana gives Bitcoin its nod of approval. Louisiana recently gave a shout out to Bitcoin's success in a new resolution. Do you see what's happening here? You have states across the United States which are offering incentives to Bitcoin miners. They're giving tax cuts. They are looking to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and they're recognizing the technology. I mean, talk about adoption, talk about a 180 from what we've seen historically, right? So the government of the U.S. state of Louisiana recently published a resolution in which it noted some of Bitcoin's accomplishments. For example, therefore, be it resolved that the House of Representatives of the Legislature of Louisiana does hereby commend Satoshi Nakamoto for his contribution to economic security, said House Resolution number 33 from Representative Mark Wright. According to an article from The Hill, the document was signed on Thursday. The shout out to anonymous Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto came after the document gave Bitcoin a pat on the back for its success in terms of adoption and market capitalization. The first lines of the resolution reads here to commend Bitcoin for its success in becoming the first decentralized trillion-dollar asset, and to encourage the state and local governments to consider ways that could help them benefit from the increased use of this new technology. Guys, we are headed to just new grounds here. It's amazing to see this happen. Just really think about this. A state within the United States is endorsing Bitcoin. They're putting out legislature about it. I mean, is this the Twilight Zone, right? This is so bullish. That's why I'm not worried about corrections or dips when we see things like this. When you have governments, massive companies, corporations putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, in all the hedge funds and Wall Streeters and investment firms are buying up Bitcoin. We know of endowments and pensions and all these folks, right? It is pretty crazy to think about it, what's happening. Now, if you're only focused on price, you'll miss the bigger picture of what's happening here. And this is bullish, my friends. This is why I share these facts with you, because price will follow market cycles and market psychology. But these respective adoption items are going to solidify the new support levels and the path to higher prices. So I hope you get that. Now, this is big. We're seeing a huge push for Bitcoin mining in the United States. Yesterday, we talked about Foundry Services, which is owned by the Digital Currency Group, and they are now top 5 as far as Bitcoin mining pools in the world. And I've covered it for years. There's going to be a macroeconomic battle for control of Bitcoin's hash rate. You can book it. This is going to be between the United States and China, but also, I believe, Russia. We had covered some news a couple months ago where huge order of mining equipment was sent to Siberia. So I wonder what they're doing out there, right? They're going to be mining, guys. This is the new asset class, as the IMF put it, the fourth industrial revolution. That's what's happening now. So here's the big news. Bitfarms partners with Foundry to expand Bitcoin mining fleet and join Foundry USA pool instantly boost hash rate by 15%. And they have a press release here. So we're going to see mining farms pop up around the United States, and you'll see states are going to offer incentives for these folks. And I'm actually speaking to someone from the city of Miami. You guys have saw my interview with the mayor of Miami, but there's someone who's working with him now, and I'm speaking to her this week, and I'll have that interview where she's going to outline more details on what they're going to offer to crypto companies, because we know Miami is trying to become the crypto-friendly city. So stay tuned on that front. Now, Gemini, of course, owned by the Winklevoss twins, who I've interviewed, their users can now buy Bitcoin with Apple Pay and Google Pay. Crypto exchange Gemini has integrated deposits via Apple Pay and Google Pay to simplify crypto purchases. And this is great. I love the different options being built for the on-ramps. And as always, game theory competition, expect other cryptocurrency exchanges to do the same. So we are seeing the avenues being set up here, multiple paths to get to be able to buy and get into the asset class. Now, some Bitcoin ETF news here. NYSE files to list shares of Valkerie's Bitcoin ETF. So the New York Stock Exchange, guys. So why would they be doing this? They know. I think they know, because like I've been saying, Goldman Sachs is here. So I think an ETF is going to get approved, more than one, I think, this year. So the SEC is already reviewing 3 ETF applications. The New York Stock Exchange has filed a 19B-4 form on behalf of the investment firm for its Bitcoin exchange traded fund. Late on Friday, the form will kick off a 45-day review period when the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission acknowledges the filing. Guys, I think we're seeing everybody throw their hat in the ring, and the fact that the New York Stock Exchange is even doing this shows, I think, they know something. I think Gary Gensler's coming in, and I think he's going to approve a Bitcoin ETF. And as I've said before, that's going to open the floodgates We're going to see a lot of capital sitting on the sidelines go into the crypto market. And remember, it starts with a Bitcoin ETF, then they'll build an Ethereum ETF, and then a XRP ETF, and so on and so forth. So more money is going to come in, a lot of retirement accounts, all these things, all these capital sitting on the sidelines. Now, check this other article here. SEC begins official review of Krypton, if I'm saying that right, or Kryptoin. I don't know, I can't pronounce it. Kryptoin Bitcoin ETF application. The U.S. regulator is now weighing 3 different Bitcoin ETFs. So everybody is throwing their hat in the ring here, guys. So we shall see what Gary Gensler does on his end. Now, the legacy of Brian Brooks at the OCC continues to play out. Paxos becomes the 3rd federally regulated crypto bank. Paxos earns a provisional trust charter through the U.S. Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. So we are seeing crypto banks popping up because of what Brian Brooks did, giving the green light for banks to custody crypto, and obviously giving them the green light to use stable coins. So, of course, with the approval, Paxos joins Anchorage and Protege in becoming one of the only national trusts that were born in the crypto ecosystem. Kraken and Avanti have also become state-regulated crypto bank entities after securing special purpose depository institution charters through Wyoming. Now, you guys may recall my interview with Anchorage's, let me see the title here, co-founder, Diego Monica. If you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. He talks about the process to becoming a crypto bank, and I'll put a link in the description. But things are moving fast. We are seeing crypto banks pop up. We're seeing states endorsing crypto and Bitcoin. It's a beautiful thing. And I think this news here, it may not be getting the biggest headlines, but the New York Stock Exchange filing to list shares of Valkyrie's Bitcoin ETF, which hasn't been approved yet. That is bullish, guys. That is bullish. I think they know something we don't. And as I've been saying, I think we're going to see approvals, guys. So, look, we got to be patient. Bitcoin's correcting. The market's correcting. That's okay. Certainly buying opportunities, not financial or investment advice. I bought some of the dips. I bought some HBAR, VChain, XRP, and Bitcoin. But you got to do your own research. Only invest what you're willing to lose. Be careful. The market is volatile. And if you don't understand the charts, if you don't understand the market cycles, spend some time to learn that. That's why, I can say with confidence, I'm not worried, because I'm seeing the data. I'm using data, not my emotions or my dreams or what some random person said, but rather what does the data tell us? And we're seeing with this market cycle, this bull cycle, it's on par to what has happened historically. So that's why I have confidence in that we have more ways to go here. So leave your thoughts and comments below, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.